So when it comes to health and wellness, if you are in the camp where you've bought a million different programs, you've tried 100 different diets, you've tried the supplements, nothing seems to be working, and you're just blaming yourself because you just cannot be consistent, or being consistent is just a struggle, I just want you to stop right now. Truly, pause the self-judgment for just a second, because here's the truth. Consistency doesn't disappear as you get older or as you're trying things. Capacity does. And if you've noticed that sticking to healthy habits or any kind of healthy program feels harder than it used to, this episode is for you. I'm Dr. Becky from Say Yes to Chocolate, and this is Sara B.
Yes, those are such good points. And really, this is such a big one. And something we hear all the time. We hear women saying, I just can't stay consistent like I used to, or what is wrong with me? What am I doing wrong?
Right. Or is it even worth it? Is this something that I should even try? I haven't been successful in the past.
Right. And there's just so much shame wrapped around that.
Yes. And today we want to reframe this completely. That's what this episode is all about, because this isn't about willpower, laziness, or discipline. It's all about energy and capacity.
Amen.
I think that we've just been sold this idea that healthy habits or getting healthy or supporting our wellness really boils down to like powering through and willpower. And if you just want it badly enough, you'll do the thing, right? I mean, that's goal setting 101. Find your why, find your willpower, want it badly enough, connect to the emotional. But willpower, it's not infinite. And that is a really important distinction. And Sara, it's very dependent on how much energy your system has available, physically, mentally, emotionally, all aspects.
And really what worked in our 20s and 30s doesn't mean it was pure discipline and that you had more willpower. You actually just had more energy.
And more margin, more capacity.
Yes.
There's that word again.
Yes.
I also think it boiled down, you also had like a less stress load or less chronic stress load, better recovery without even trying. It's really easy to take that for granted. And then as we move into midlife, the cost of our habits starts to change. And the same habit now requires more energy and a higher cost to execute. And that doesn't mean that you're worse at habits. It just means that your body is asking for a different order of operations.
I mean, that's so good. And that's so true.
And here's something that rarely gets talked about too, Sara. Habits require energy to form and to maintain. They also require mental clarity, emotional regulation, nervous system stability, physical fuel. And when you're fatigued, those systems are just compromised. They just don't have as much fuel in the gas tank.
And that's why people often say, I know what I need to do. I know what I should be doing. I just can't.
Yes, and they can interpret that as failure. And what I want people to really take home is that it's not a motivation problem. It truly is a capacity problem. And it becomes a capacity problem because fatigue affects your follow through, your decision making, your ability to take action, your drive, even how rewarding a habit feels, quite frankly. And so women will say, I just keep starting and stopping and I can't ever seem to stick with it. I don't hear failure when I hear those things. I hear a system that's under-resourced, i.e., there's not enough capacity and energy.
So this is where frustration really builds, right? Like you're doing all the things you used to do.
All the things that used to work.
And they used to work, and now they don't.
And then when old habits stop working or old strategies stop working, what's always worked in the past doesn't work anymore. People just automatically make the assumption that it's them, right? Mm-hmm. Something is wrong with them. But our bodies evolve. Hormones are changing. Stress accumulates. There's catastrophic things that happen in people's lives. You know, friends and family are going through medical diagnoses, maybe a loss of a spouse or a loss of siblings or parents.
When I also think that all of us can agree that just life responsibility changes as we age.
Absolutely. Seasons change. And what our normal used to be is no longer our normal. And that in and of itself can be a stressor. And so forcing habits through fatigue and tiredness and through these changes doesn't build consistency. It builds burnout. That's when shame can start to show up. And then the feeling of almost hopelessness, the feeling of why even bother?
Yeah, and shame and feeling hopelessness is exhausting in itself.
It's just another added stressor, making the habits even harder to stick to. So this is where we need a new approach. And we don't ask for consistency. We don't ask for change until we restore capacity, until we restore energy. That's where it all has to start. We don't build on empty systems. We start by supporting our energy so our habits feel lighter, not heavier, joyful, not another thing on the to-do list.
And that's really the foundation of everything we do.
Yes. It's because when energy improves, habits stop feeling forced. They become easy. they become satisfying, they become hopeful, motivation returns naturally, your drive starts to become more automatic, follow through feels possible again.
And that's it.
So this has been a really short, really simple episode, but that's intentionally so. It's because the only takeaway is that nothing will change if you don't have the capacity. It will always feel like a struggle. And if you can't take the action, become consistent, get the results, burnout happens, and then pretty soon you just stop making the choice. That's what it all boils down to, right? You stop making the choice of trying to improve yourself, trying to feel better, and you become hopeless. And so when we focus on capacity and improving energy, you realize that you're not broken, you don't need more discipline, you just need a strategy of where to start.
And you can also release that shame and that guilt.
Absolutely.
And this is exactly why we created our 5-day workshop coming up in just a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And we're super excited about it. It's based on our 4-switch system for Age Strong, and it's called the Energy Experience.
Yes.
Doesn't that sound awesome?
It is so awesome, and we're super excited. It'll be Sara and I. It'll be a doctor-led, research-led, interactive workshop providing simple, supportive, structured reset to help women understand why their energy feels off and what actually matters first, with the whole goal of keeping you active, independent, confident as we age, and staying connected and involved in life.
Yeah. And something from today that just really resonated with me, right, is that we're not asking for consistency until we have that capacity.
Right.
That's the difference between another plan and another program and a plan that actually works.
Correct. So if you're tired of starting over, the Energy Experience was built to help you restore your energy first, because that's where it's all about. And then your habits can finally follow.
Yeah. And if this episode resonated with you and you're like, that's me, I can see myself in that,
we'll be sharing more details very soon.
If you made it all the way to the end of this episode, please go ahead and drop a sun emoji in the comments.
Oh, I love the sun emoji.
And also be sure to like this video and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one.
Absolutely. And as always, say yes to chocolate.
Thanks for hanging out with us on Say Yes to Chocolate.
If today's episode gave you a win, something to think about, or even just a smile, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, rate, and share it with a friend.
Want more? Join our email newsletter so you don't miss a beat, and come find us on all the social channels at Say Yes to Chocolate Podcast for all the quick hints and tips.
And don't forget, you can always send us your questions or episode ideas. We love hearing from you.
Until next time, keep it simple, stay curious, and always say yes to chocolate.